Alright, so don't sleep, because you never know, money talks and deals work. So other than that, let me know what you think. Leave all your comments, I don't care what type. Leave your comments, let me know what you think about that, because that would really be insane if Microsoft is able to pull that off. And no, Microsoft, they always got tricks up their sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So this is a battle, this is competition, and regardless of the $299 price drop on the PS3, Microsoft is not going to lose focus. And in terms of my man Major Nelson, he said it himself, he always pay attention to the competition, he never sleeps. So everything that they do, they like, doing their thing too. And Metal Gear Rising could be the thing that they do to make a big impact in this industry, whenever they announce that, if that comes to light. Alright, so I wanted to tell you guys that. Now, another thing is, when Halo Reach, now, nobody knows like the skinny or anything on this title or whatever and stuff like that, but like, we all do our digging as journalists to try to find something out, or get certain questions answered, or whatever, you know what I mean? So check this out, right? And this right here came as a big surprise, but it actually made sense. Now, Halo Reach, I know it's supposedly been in development for a good while now, and what I'm hearing is that it's supposed to be like a whole lot of new features and everything in the game. Obviously, that's a no-brainer, but the key thing that I'm being told is that it's supposed to be a new engine. And the Halo 3 game and Halo 3 ODST is still based off the old engine from Xbox One, just tweaked for next gen. It's not really a ground up engine for the 360. So this Halo Reach right here, if they really busting their ass to really get the most out of 360, it's gonna be unlike any Halo you ever seen. It's gonna be like seriously like the rebirth of Halo, like in a major way. So however you guys felt about Halo 1, Halo Reach may do that to you because of the new engine and new things that they added to the game. Now, the reason why I brought this situation up is because the main thing that may be added to the game is third person view. And when I mean third person view, like, I'm talking about cover systems, I'm talking about the works here. And I was like, what? Now that right there would be crazy. Now, considering third person view, I know that Halo 3 ODST at one point was discussing whether or not they was going to have third person as a feature, or whatever, but they went with first person. Okay, this new Halo Reach game or whatever is supposed to, have like a third person mode. It's not going to be third person throughout the whole game to my knowledge, but it's supposed to have a mode where you can play that way. Now, if you think about this, if you play Halo 3 and play Halo, ODST or whatever, when you grab the gun turret and you run around, technically that's third person right there for a moment. You know what I mean? So just by having that right there, it's like a form of dibble, like dibble dabble, how Halo would look, how would it feel, how would it play if it was a third person, and what would it be like to play an adventure seeing Master Chief, as far as his whole body and everything that he does, instead of only one way first person wise. It's so much going on, but Halo Reach, it may be bigger than what we all think. And I'm telling you right now, if it is, then the same love you guys got for Halo 1 and that impact, we may be seeing that again in a brand new way for the Xbox 360. And I'm going to tell you one thing, if that do happen, keep in mind, $199 Halo Reach, $199 Halo Reach. That is a deadly combination. Alright, so that's my 360 news right there. We about to move on to the general news. You know how I get down, man. One love. Holla at me. Peace. Yeah, general news, dog. I salute you. You feel me right now? It's crazy. Alright, now check this out, man. We got the general news, and the first thing I want to talk about is Sony. Now, like I said earlier, they doing a hell of a job with their marketing, especially with the Madden, because at the end of the commercials, you know what you see? PlayStation. Like, that's what you see. That's what it is. And they doing their thing, making it seem as if that's their own property. You feel me? But they fall short. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because, you know, first week sales, Xbox 360 still managed to outsell the PlayStation 3 version by like 200-something thousand units. And I know a lot of people may say, oh yes, the 360 one sold more. It's not about that. The game is selling, is doing good. But let me tell you this though. Considering the 8 million, you know, lead that 360 has, and for it to only sell like a few 100,000 more, that right there is very, very impressive still on Sony's part. And it's great that they're doing the marketing that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this. What does that mean though? Like, does it mean that it's too late? Because that's a strong sign right there. And we got to see what happens in the, you know, in the coming weeks to see how everything pans out. You know what I mean? But you got to look at it like this, right? And this is serious. If Sony markets better, they put better games out consistently, they do everything like they need to do, you know what I'm saying? And they still can't, you know, outsell 360 when it comes to multi-platform games or things like that. What are they missing? Like, what does 360 have still that's over the PS3? Now, I'll give you an example. PS3 got the Wi-Fi, it got the Blu-ray, you know what I mean? It has a lot of things that the 360 don't got. So what is it that keeps it moving these units better on the 360? Is it the install base? Yes, that's a big part of it, but it's also something else because we've seen games outsell, you know, the 360 counterpart that was multi-platform. And so in that situation, the install base, you know, was irrelevant. So what is it? The networking features. Still to this day, the missing link is the networking features. And what I mean is, the moment PS3, the PSN network is pound for pound matching Xbox Live for each and every feature, whether it's voice messaging, in-game chat, or move around as a group with 8 people, whatever it is. Once they step their game up in that level, along with everything that they got going on right now, that will be the moment where Microsoft, regardless of what they say, or PR talk, regardless of what they say, they're gonna have to worry. They're gonna have to worry. You know what I'm saying? Will they lose? Like I said, no, because the developers themselves support the system and support everything they're doing, you know, a bit more than how they perform on the PS3. But at the end of the day, that gap is gonna close like really fast. And by the time the next generation comes in, you know, it's gonna be a different story. You know what I'm saying? So that's that missing link, that networking feature. Get that up and running with firmware 3.5 or 4, whatever, because the 3 is great, but it's not where it need to be yet. You feel me? Now, moving on. The Mag Beta is out. 256 players and no lag. I'm telling you right now, everyone that I spoke to, I haven't played the beta yet. You know what I mean? But, you know, we seen it run that E3 and it ran smooth, it ran great, and it, you know, crashed out a few times, but overall, it was perfect. I ain't hear not one complaint about nothing. I done spoke to tons of people to get some feedback. 256 players and no lag. And from what I'm hearing, the graphics got a sweet little update. They don't look, you know, like bad like how I did at E3. This is no joke. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I'm stressing Mag so much is because it's on its way to being like the multiplayer king. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you why. There's a few things in here that's just mind-blowing. And one of them is the fact that one person could change everything. Out of 256 players, one person could change everything. There could be a situation where you're like doing, like defusing a bomb or do some crazy stuff, right? And next thing you know, you see like 64 people, all real people, coming down parachutes, helping you out, doing this, landing here, landing there, sniping. Yo, it is insane on a whole new level. And this type of experience, you really not gonna get anywhere else. Like, it's not PR talk. This is real. Like, if you look at Call of Duty, that's an amazing game, multiplayer wise and everything. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, you can play like Call of Duty and Halo and Resistance, and even though those games are completely different, you know what I'm saying, you're still like getting a similar experience considering the amount of players and the traditionalists, like the traditionalism of you know, first person shooting, you know, action. You know what I'm saying? But with